Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein in the Road 100, and today we're in the provisional government outskirts, making our way to the Queen's Knight Reborn fight, and today we're going to use a new weapon I have not used on the channel at all, ever. This is brand new, and here it is the Lightning Obliterator Axe. As you can see, we have not used this very much, if at all. Another halberd we have not used much is the Argent Wolf Poleaxe. We'll be getting to that in some of the later episodes, or some of the later runs. But right now, what I want to look at for Prometheus is how does this blood code operate for a tank in a sense, as we have only a C+ vitality with a slash and pierce resistance of 64 and 53 respectively. As we go into this area, we will have a stamina of 357. We'll have regenerative drain, so we can get back a healthy amount of health and stamina, health stimulant, in order to make sure that we're getting back the most health possible, and when we take damage. And we'll bring Yakumo along because he looks like Batman in his green outfit here, very cool, and the black outfit is even cooler, the alternate color number 2 here, as he's like a bluish black and greenish color, super Batman here with a giant one-handed sword, or two-handed sword that he carries as a one-handed sword. And so as we get going in this way, the important thing is that we simply stay in the fight as much as possible, and when at all possible, we go for Blade Dance to have it active in order to actually damage these guys in a very, very fast sort of way. And we should not be dodging at all, because we have plenty of stamina, and we have plenty of health and everything. At least that's the understanding, and that's the story. And we should be swinging our sword here as much as possible. And you can see that the damage is stacking up there pretty well overall. And so we've only got 45 seconds right on our our gift here, and that's kind of a problem. But it's only enough for about a doubling of damage, but that's okay. Ouch. Okay. And you can see that we have a very, very happy amount of damage so far. It's oops, ouch. It's nothing crazy, but it's definitely enough, ouch, that we are able to, really engage these guys, no problem. Okay, and let's get Iron Will going, and let's just ignore this guy. The only reason we're bringing Yakumo along is because of his foul blood barrier. Okay, good. And as you can see, we definitely do have the damage, as we go along here. All things considered, we're pretty well set. We'll get some health there, and it's really, really good that we can get back health along the way here to make our lives a little less painful. Now, morale boost here is super handy to have, and because this is a very, very, very heavy halberd, we are able to stagger pretty much any of these enemies here along the way, because of the fact that we can knock them around all the time, pretty much. Ouch. And you can see here that we are able to just continue swinging. And so as a tank, typically tanks are meant to just stand and fight, and they're not usually blood codes with you know, C plus vitality on them. That is typically not what they are, and so that's really nice that we are able to use this blood code and generate a very high amount of damage, as well as the ability to recover along the way here. Okay, and as you can see, we can actually you know, attack these guys kind of at long distance, almost, in a sense. Okay, so here let's go for more maximum damage here for this lady. Whoops. And you'll see that we can just continue attacking here because they stagger over and over and over. And in this area, for these enemies, that is so very helpful. Just because of the fact that they are extra problematic. Okay, and if I can go for another backstab, oh, okay, I would really like to get it, but that's I guess not the case. So you can see that that we definitely have a very happy amount of damage that we can put out, and that 1332 is times 1.3 because of their the Blood Knights weakness to lightning through this area, so we are able to really destroy them in a very fast amount of time here. And having Yakumo along doesn't hurt at all, as most of the time he's pretty horrible for these extended playthroughs, just because of the fact that he is, you know, enjoying himself to dodge quite a bit. But for this area, having Foul Blood Barrier along plays into the tank idea considerably, and being slow mobility, you absolutely need to think about some different play styles and stuff in order to generate the damage possible, as well as you know, how you go about engaging these enemies and being able to stagger them quickly, easily, and simply is very important. And as you can see there, we are able to just kind of ruin these folks, without too much problem here as we go along, just because of the fact that we are able to stagger so easily. Okay, good. And let's go for Cleansing Light. And let's go ahead and heal once. Good. And then, okay, here's this fine specimen. And then, oh, good job, Yakumo. And let's let our stamina recover here. Okay, and as you can see, as a tank, we're able to completely destroy these enemies without really worrying about our damage too much at all, because we are able to take a huge amount of damage reduction here as we go. Those plasma cartridges there are the hint that you need to be going for lightning in this area. Okay, and we'll just go for the stagger bonanza here. And as you can see, the Obliterator Axe is truly a great weapon for these kinds of attacks and setups and everything. And as we get into the Queenslayer, or the Queenslayer fight, the Queen's Knight Reborn here, it's going to be much more difficult than what we just went through for the area, but it won't be significantly worse, but that's completely fine. So as we get into it, we'll just go for these things first, and then we can go for these two in order to give us a little boost as we start into the fight here. As you can see there, not a huge problem for us for the amount of damage we're taking. Okay, let's go for a blade dance. Okay. Okay. And you can see there we can take that hit, no problem. Oops. Okay. Ouch. Okay, and let's finish him off. There we go. So yeah, as a tank, this setup here works pretty well overall, and we didn't even really make too much use of regenerative drain, but it's there kind of as a safety net, just in case if you need to try and get back, you know, pretty high, large amounts of health along the way, and you're able to, I think if you're able to just stand there and continue swinging, that's usually a pretty interesting type of playstyle, because you're slow mobility and you really don't have a lot of ability to move around and do things. But if you're able to stand there and just continue to stagger the enemy and get huge amounts of damage, because let's face it, at 357 stamina, you can do pretty much anything. So, and you can get back 75% of the health you lost, and you take 25% less damage, and you have 64% damage reduction because of slash, and you have 50% damage reduction because of Yakumo. So with foul blood barrier, and so you're able to take a huge amount of punishment with this, while the whole time slashing the enemy with blade dance and taking your damage continually higher and higher and higher and higher. So anyways, thank you guys for joining me on this episode here in the outskirts, and we kind of blew through this one, but that's kind of the point in some ways, is to show that Prometheus can be a tank, a mage, a caster, a one-handed sword, a bayonet wielder, a debuff build-up kind of build, and all kinds of things in between, and it has a lot of synergy with literally everything in the game. So and it's got really no downside to it, because Blade Dance covers a multitude of sins. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next week as we finish out 75 stars. So we'll see you guys then. Thanks.